Welcome to this workout. It's about a 50-minute workout. We're going to, usual format, we'll do a warm-up, then we're going to work through our upper body. The upper body series, we're staying in one position for 32 reps. So it's low weights, it's high reps, but you really do feel it. Then we're going to come to the bar or the chair and we're going to work through our lower body. Then we're going to use the mat to do our glutes and some ab work. Enjoy. Okay, so let's begin. As we always do, you're going to drop your right ear down to your right shoulder 5 times, warming up through the neck and through your back. Good, and to the other side. Left ear down to left shoulder 5 times. Good, now chin to chest and up to ceiling, nice and slowly here. 2 more. Good. Now this time you're going to take your left arm up to the sky and you're going to drop down towards your right. When you get to the bottom, you're going to bring your right arm in and then that arm is going to come up and then back the other way. So this time your right arm is coming down towards your left hand side. When you get to the bottom, you're going to swap arms and bring your left arm up. And we're going to speed it up a little bit. Slight bend in your knees, but you will feel your whole body beginning to warm up. You'll feel your back of your legs warming up, through your back, your arms, down your obliques, your abs, everything will start to get a nice stretch and warm up. Good. Keep going. Switching your arm down at the bottom. Fantastic. Remember to keep breathing. Good, we've got 4 more. All the way up and all the way down. Good, last one. Fantastic. Now let's put our hands on our hips and we're going to squat. So everything that I tell you not to do normally when we're in a bar workout. So your knees are facing the front, your toes are facing the front, you're keeping your chest high, looking slightly ahead, tummy tight, your knees are not dropping over your toes. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see I'm sticking my bottom out and my knees are not dropping over my toes. When I say that, I mean I'm not going straight down. You're coming out. Good. Excellent. Keep going. Six, 5, 4 more. Make sure your shoulders aren't creeping up. 3, 2, and one. This time we're going to do the squat, but we're going to add a knee lift. So you're going to squat, knee lift. You're going to need to balance on the standing leg. So squat and knee lift. Controlled, tummy nice and tight. And lift the knee up as high as you can whilst you're trying to keep your balance. The same squat rules apply, so you're keeping your chest up, you're not dropping forwards, you're sticking your bottom out. Keep going. Fantastic. Yes, we've got 6 more. Last one. Good. Now we're coming into second position. We're going to plie in second. We're going to come to first. So remember, heels together, toes out. Second is the same thing, but with the feet slightly further apart. So you're plieing in your second. You're coming to first on the left side. Plie in second, first on the right side. Hands on hips. Remember our plie rules. This time we aren't sticking our bottom out. Again, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. You're coming down and up. like you're sliding your back down the wall, neck long. It's not, you're not going too low. Keep going. Fantastic. Good. 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, last one. Now this time stay in your second plie, drop down into the plie, lift your left heel and drop to the plie, lift your right heel. Tiny bounce in between, so keep the little pulses going. Good. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Don't let your shoulders creep up and don't let your body drop forward. Nice, strong, upright position, tummy tight, core nice and tight. Keep going. Good. Fantastic. Good. We've got 12, 10, 9. Keep going. You can feel that in the legs now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Turn the feet to face forward. Bend the knees. Take a nice deep breath in. Raise the arms above your head. Dive forwards. And roll up slowly. Your head's the last thing to come up. And again, deep breath in. Dive forward. And come up. One more. Dive forward and come up. Okay, so let's move on with our upper body. I've got some 1 kilo weights that I'm going to use for the whole series this time. So we're going to begin toes facing forward, feet hip width apart, tummy tight, so you're holding your core nice and strong. We're going to begin with a shoulder press. So we're just going to bring the weights up above our head and down. Lift and lower. Good. We're staying in each move for 32 reps. It's quite a long time to be in one position, so don't go heavy on your weights. You'll really feel it. You can do these without any weights. So if you're a beginner and you're just getting started, you really feel them. Halfway through, it starts to hurt. So if you need to drop your weights, drop your weights. You'll still feel it if you're doing the movement without. All the way up and all the way down. Good. Excellent. Keep going. We've got 10 more. 8, 7, excellent. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to go straight into your pressed out fly. So we're going to take the weights out and in, bringing the elbow slightly behind the waist. Try not to grip onto your weights for life and death. Just have them there, working your upper body. Again, don't let your shoulders creep up, and if you're finding it tough, drop the weights. There's no point in struggling through and being really uncomfortable. You will still feel it. Obviously, if it's easy and you're breezing through it, then go heavier. I'd be surprised. Good. 10 more here. Try not to stop. We're going to keep going. We're going to go into a combination. For now, we've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're doing 1 shoulder press and 1 fly. That's 1 rep. Up and out. Keep going if you can. Good. Up and out. Excellent. Keep going. Stop. I'm sure you can really feel it now. I know I can. Good. 4 more. 3, and 2. Last one. Good, well done. Now we're going to move on to our triceps, and we're going to turn to the side slightly so you can see me. There's no combination here. So we're going to bend that, again, feet hip width apart, bend the knees slightly, hinge forward at the hips. You're bringing your weights into your sides, and you're just going to push the weights back, all the way back and in. Back and in. So your chest's high, you're looking slightly forward in front of the floor, at the floor in front of you. And you're just pushing the weights back and in. Good. Again, be conscious of your tummy. Make sure your core's nice and tight. Think about the muscles you're working. So as you're pushing your weight back, push and think. Excellent. Keep going. Good, we've got 2 more here. Last one. So now let's bring your weights together. Hold both of your weights in both of your hands, and you're going to bring your arms above the head, and then you're going to drop the weights and lift the weights. Drop and lift. So you're bringing them all the way down and then straightening all the way up. So just turn slightly so you can see me. Down and up. Down and up. Good. Still working the triceps here, so really think about the backs of the arms. Again, conscious of your core and the rest of your body, not waggling the arms around. Your elbows are nice and steady. And you're not recruiting any muscles from anywhere else, you're just using your triceps. So lower and lift. Again, try not to really hang on to the weights. Good, keep going. Excellent. Good, 2 more. 2. Fantastic. Bring your weights back down. Now we're going to move on to a chest press. So we're going to do it standing. The weights are in front of you, and all you want to do is push out and bring the weights in, keeping your elbows up at shoulder height. Out and in. Out and in. Remember, you're working your chest, so don't just go through the motion. As you're extending the arms, think about your chest. Think about the muscles that you're working and really squeeze those muscles. Good. You'll feel this in your shoulders as well, and where we work the shoulders to begin with. They're probably a little bit tired now, so you will start to feel it. Good. Excellent. Keep going. Keeping your elbows high, keeping the tummy tight. 2 more here. Last one. Now this time extend the arms, turn the weight, open and close. Chest fly this time. Same rules apply, don't let those shoulders creep up. Hold your core tight. And think about the chest. Open and close. Open and close. You will be feeling it through your shoulders as well. But try to think of your chest. So just squeeze in. Good. Slight bend in the arms as you open and close. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Combination. You're coming in, out, open, and close. In, out, open, and close. Remember to keep your elbows as high as you can. Good. Squeeze your chest. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Excellent. Fantastic. Keep going. Two more. Last one. Good. Okay, so moving on to biceps, we're going to hold the weights in front and we're just going to bring the weights up and down. All the way up, all the way down. Good. Nice and simple. Shoulders down, core tight, and squeeze into your biceps. Again, same rules apply. Don't just go through the motion of moving the weights up and down. Think about your biceps as you're moving. Good. We've got 12 more here. Good, 2 more. Try not to stop. Bring the weights slightly out to the side and you're bringing the weights up to the side and down. Staying in this position, out to the side and down. Good. Feels like you're in each move for a really long time, and you are. 32 reps is a very long time, but it's low weight, high repetition, it's really good for toning, and that's what we all want. Keep going. Good. 12. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, combinations coming next. So we're coming 1 to the front and 1 to the side. 1 to the front and 1 to the side. Good. Good work. Three, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Pop both of your weights into one hand, into your right hand. Your left arm is going to come up by the head and you're just going to drop down and stand up straight. Drop down and up straight. Good. I'll turn to the side so you can see I'm going straight down in the line. I'm not going too far forwards and I'm not leaning back. We're working through our obliques, which are these muscles down the side of your abs. Hold your core tight. Good. Good, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Switch the weights, so put your weights in your left hand this time, your right hand's coming up by your temples, and you're going to drop down and lower. Core nice and tight. You will really feel this through your core. You get a nice stretch and contraction on the opposite side. Good. Good, we've got 10 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to move on to our lower body. I'm going to use the bar for my left side. I'm going to work our left side. But you can use a chair, you can use a kitchen worktop, you can use your banisters, you can use whatever is comfortable. It doesn't need to be static, we're not pulling on it, it is merely there for a bit of support. So we're going to stand in our first position, we're going to come out to a second position plie, back to our first position, and then you're going to lift your heel up and across the body. So my foot is coming across my body towards my mirror, then back to your first position. The reason why we're taking the foot and leading with the heel is to work the inner thigh. So first position, second position, first position, lift the heel. Again, all the rules apply. You're having a nice straight back, you're coming down into your plie with a not long neck, your core's tight. Your plie shouldn't be ridiculously low, it's not a huge movement, but you do need to make sure you're leading with that heel, you're pushing it in front of you. You'll start to feel it anyway. You need to tense through the legs. Second plie, first, lift, first, second, first, lift, lower, good. Fabulous. Last one. Now you're coming from your first position, you're simply lifting the leg across in front of you. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Everything else in your lower area is really nice and tight. You're really squeezing your legs, your core. You will start to feel it. Lift and lower. Push the heel away and lower. Lift and lower. Good. A couple 100 miles away, denying that something has changed. 2 more. Last one like this. This time, from your first position, from your position with your foot, your heel leading, you're going to bring the foot out to the side. When you get level with your body, point your toes, bring the toes behind you. Bring the toes back when you're level with your body, switch to your heel leading. So you're coming halfway, switch to the toes, come back and lead with the heel. Now here, if you're a beginner, you may be just lifting your foot slightly off the floor and bringing it behind. Or it might even need to scoop across the floor. That's absolutely fine. If you're more experienced, your foot may be way higher than mine. If you're a dancer particularly, I'm sure it will be. You go wherever is comfortable for you. You need to challenge yourself. When you're bringing the foot behind, you will lean slightly further forward. That's absolutely fine. And if you can feel it in your standing leg, that's absolutely fine as well. So you'll feel it working your inner thigh, and then you'll feel it switch to your glutes when you move the leg behind you. Good. Keep going. Slow and controlled. Really working through your lower legs. Standing leg should have a slight bend in the knee. Last one. Good. Okay, so now we're going to bring our outside leg, so it'll be your right leg behind, coming into our curtsy position, and you're just going to plie and lift, plie and lift. So you're keeping the turn out, your knees are coming out, but your hips are still facing forward. You're using your bar or your chair, your pitching worktop to just steady you, so that you can make sure that you're getting the movement perfect. Neck long, back straight, we're going to add our arm. Float the arm up. Good. Fantastic, keep going. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. This is one of my favourite exercises. You're going to curtsy and then you're going to extend to the side. Curtsy, extend. Curtsy, extend. Leaning into the bar. Again, you're not pulling on the bar. And you're keeping your knee and the front of your foot facing forwards. So we're not kicking up to the ceiling. And it's not a kick, it's an extension of the leg. You're always in control of it. Good. Great, well, we've got 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stay in your curtsy position, come up onto your demi-point. So remember, demi-point means on your tiptoes. And you're going to curtsy and lift. We're only here for 8. Good. 7. Now stay down and in the pulse. 3, 2, stay low and move the knees slightly. Tiny, tiny, tiny movement. This is the killer. Keep going. Now we're going to hold. Stay where you are. Just hold. If you want to let go of the bar and balance, you can let go of the bar and balance. If you're not quite there yet, keep holding. You're really going to hate me. Pulse. Keep going. We've got 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, just the knees. Keep going. 8, 6, and 1, and hold. Keep holding. Good, we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come up slowly. Okay, so we're going to move to the other side. So I've got my left side to the bar. For you, it will be your right side to your chair, your bar. We're going to come into first position, heels together, toes apart. We're going to do exactly what we did the last time. So we're in first position, we're coming to second position to plie, back to first, and then we're lifting. And remember, we're leading with our heel to work up through the inner thigh. So first, second, first, and lift. All the same rules. Long neck, straight back, strong core. And the idea is to be nice and slow and controlled. You want to be racing through everything. Good. My serious face on there. Second plie, first position, lift. Good, we've got 4 more. 3, 2, last one. This time from our first position, hands on hip reset, and you're lifting your heel up and across. You're just lifting and lowering. Squeeze as you lift. Again, it doesn't need to be a really big movement. If your movement is bringing the foot slightly off the floor, but you're able to keep your legs nice and strong, that's absolutely fine. And if you do come up higher, make sure it's a controlled extension. It's not a kick. You need to be in control all the time. Good. And now this time we're going to bring the heel up. You're going to extend. When you get in line with your body, you're going to extend the toes and you're going to bring the toes behind. And when you come back, switch to the heel and bring it across the body. Extend behind and in front. As per the other side, if your foot's across the floor, absolutely fine. Just make sure when you're at the front, you're leading with your heel, and when you're at the back, you're leading with your toes. And like I said the last time, you will be able to feel it. As you move, you can feel your inner thigh working, and then when you switch to here, you can feel it move to your glutes. Keep going. Remember, it's okay to lean slightly forward as you bring the leg out behind you. Fantastic. And you will feel it through your standing leg. Make sure you've got a slight bend in your standing knee. Good. Last one. Excellent. So now we're going to come into our curtsy position. So you're bringing your left foot behind and you're just going to curtsy and stand. Curtsy and stand. All the way down, all the way. It's not a huge movement. Down and up. Shoulders are down, we around our arms. You're going to float the arm up and lower. So as you go down, the arm comes up. Good. We've got 8 more. Two and 1. Bring your hand back onto your hip. Curtsy, extend to the side. And extend. Remember to keep your knee in the front of your foot facing forward. And remember, it's a controlled movement, it's not a kick. And if when you lean, your foot's coming across the floor, absolutely fine, not a problem. Remember to keep a slight bend in the standing leg as you're extending. And extend to wherever's comfortable, but where you're getting a workout. Again, there's no point in just going through the motions. You need to make sure that you're feeling it. It needs to be challenging for you. Good. Fantastic, we've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Back into your curtsy position, up onto your demi point, so tiptoes. And we're going to curtsy and up. Good. Tricked you because there's only 8 here. However, have to feel your pulses at the end. And now you know what's coming this time round. Good, and this time we're going to stay down. We're going to pulse. Good, keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, move your knees. If you start to shake this time round, it's absolutely fine. Try to keep going, feel the burn. Good, now just hold. Just hold. nice and low, heels nice and high. Back to your pulses, down, down, down. Good. Keep going. I'm burning too. Just your knees stay low. 11, 10, 9, 8. I can feel it, trust me. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Just hold. Keep holding. It's really burning. I can feel it burning too. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up slowly. Okay, so we're going to move on to some glutes, and today we're going to do the glutes on the mat. So come down. You want to lay flat on the mat, your feet hip width apart, hands down by your sides, and you're just going to lift and lower. Lift, squeeze your glutes and lower. Good. Come up as high as you can and really squeeze. Good. So we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, last one like this. Now this time we're going to lift, open the knees, close the knees and lower. Lift, open, close and lower. Good. Remember to try to roll your spine down as you lift up and down. You don't want to just drop your whole back straight down on the mat. You need to be conscious of rolling from the upper back down to your lower back as you're coming down and up. Good. I love these for your glutes. You can really feel them working. Fantastic. Last 2. Excellent. Now this time we're going to come up and we're going to pulse the legs. So stay up nice and high. Keep your glutes up and just tiny movement with the legs. Try not to let your bottom drop. You're holding up nice and high. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your glute bridges. So just lift down and up. And you've been doing the pulses and then you go back to the normal exercise. You're so relieved that you're doing the normal exercise for a while until that one then starts to kick in again. So down and up. Really squeeze your butt as you lift up. Good. Fantastic. Good. 2 more. Fantastic. Now this time we're going to lift, open, close and lower. Lift, open, close and lower. Try not to push through your hands. Your hands are just where they are. You're not using them to help you at all. Everything should be lifting with your glutes and working out through your glutes and your legs. Good. Keep going, nearly there. Keep going. 4 more. Lift, open, close, and lower. 3, 2. Last one. Now this time we're coming up and you're going to pulse the knees. Keep the glutes high, keep your bottom nice and high. Tiny movement with the knees. Try not to tense through your upper body. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1 and come down slowly. Okay, now we're going to move on to our abs. So again, come down onto the mat. We're starting with crunches. So feet flat on the mat, hip width apart, knees bent, hands up by your temples. Then you're going to just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. tiny movement. Squeeze into your core. Good, keep going. You've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to raise the knees so that they're at a right angle to the body, and we're going to do the same. So you're going to crunch and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Good. Excellent. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knees where they are. This time, lower your head down onto the mat. Put your hands down by your bottom, and we're going to alternate tapping one knee and lift, and then the other and up. Lift, drop, and lift. Slow and controlled. Good. Keep going. Don't let your back arch off of the mat. If the back is arching as you're lifting, as you're dropping your toes down, don't drop the toes to the floor. Drop to where you can feel that your back is starting to move. And the further away from your bottom that you drop, that you tap, sorry, the harder these will be. Good. Keep going. 3, 2, last one. Now this time, feet and knees are staying in the same position again, and this time you're going to extend both legs together and lower. Extend and lower. You'll feel this through your legs as well. And if you can, come down a little bit lower, but again, be conscious of your back lifting off the mat. Always in control. Do not allow that lower back to arch off the mat. Good. Excellent work. 2 more. Good. Now, don't drop your feet onto the mat. This time we're going to move into bicycles. So your right elbow is going to touch the left knee, your right foot is extending across the floor, and then switch. So your left elbow hits the right knee and the left foot's coming across the floor. If it's too difficult to get your leg across the floor, just come up a little bit higher. It's fine. This is the advanced position. If you need to be up here, absolutely fine. Wherever's comfortable for you, but so that you're getting a workout. Try not to rush. Slow and steady. I can really feel my core now. Good. 14, 15, last one. And rest for a second, and we're going to repeat. So feet flat on the mat, hands up by your ears, and you're going to crunch and lower, lift and lower. Second time round for these, you really do feel the burn. And again, just the same as all your other exercises, think into your core, think about the muscles that you're working. Don't just go through the motion of lifting your head and your shoulders off of the mat. That isn't what you're doing, you're working through your core. Good. Last one. Now this time, bring your knees and your feet up so that you're in a right angle, and you're going to crunch up and down. Lift and lower. Good. Again, if you're really starting to feel it this time round and it's too much, just go back to the first exercise. but keep doing something. Good. Excellent. Now, hands down by your bottom, head onto the mat, and this time we're going to tap the right foot and then tap the left. Tap right and left. Good. Excellent. Keep going. Remember, the further away from your bottom you tap, the harder this will be, and the closer to your bottom you tap, the easier it will be. Good, keep going. Good. 2 more. 14. 15. Last one, each leg. Good. Knees and feet in the same position, and this time you're going to extend and in. Extend and in. Remember the rule about your lower back. Good. And extend to wherever's comfortable. The lower down you go, the more advanced you are. The higher up you are, the easier you'll find it. Not that it's an easy exercise, despite the fact that it looks like it is. Good, keep going. 14. 15, last one. Good. Don't drop the legs, hands behind the head, bicycle. Last exercise. Good. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do a quick stretch out. So come onto your hands and knees. Tuck your chin into your chest. Lift your shoulders and your upper back up to the ceiling. Lift your tummy. Draw your tummy back to your spine. And then the opposite. Drop your tummy down to the mat. Lift your eyes up to the ceiling. Your chin up to the ceiling. Really nice stretch through your abs. And again, up through your back. Cat. And cow. Drop your tummy down to the mat. Lift the chin up. Bring your bottom back to your heels and extend the arms out in front of you into a nice child's pose. Really reach the arms forward so that you can feel a nice stretch down through your lats and through your back. And then come up slightly, but stay on all fours. Bring your right arm and tuck it underneath your left arm. Get a really nice stretch through the upper body. Nice deep breaths in. Good. And switch to the other side. So bring your left arm, tuck it through. And keep breathing. Good, and back onto all fours. Bring your right foot up, drop your hips forward with a nice hip flexor stretch. If balance is an issue, just bring a hand down. And really push the hips forward so you feel a nice stretch. Good, and switch to the other side. So this time bring your left foot forward. And push the hips forwards. Good. Lovely stretch. Draw the leg work that we've been doing. Excellent. And stay down on your knees. Bring your left arm behind you and just push your hand down behind the back, you'll feel a stretch through the triceps that we were working earlier on. Good, and switch to the other side. Push the elbow so that it pushes your hands further down your back, and you can feel the stretch through your upper arm. Good. Now bring your left arm across your body, keep the shoulder down, and just push towards you. With a stretch again through your shoulders, through your upper body. Switch to the other side. Make sure that shoulder doesn't creep up towards your chin. Try to keep the shoulder down. Excellent.